Yo, what's going on? Listen, Man United 1, Wolves 0. I don't know where to start, where to go with this game. I want to go with I'll start with the positives because there's a few positives. Onana, listen, Onana, what's his name? All the songs that we've been dropping for this guy. Well, one thing we learned about Onana today, balls of steel. I mean, to be those big saves they had to make. Again, shots coming at him really quick. He had to get down low and deal with those, and he done well. So really happy with him in terms of his shot stopping today. That was impressive. But another thing, the kicking was good as well. And then you could even say, you know what, he does provide us a level of calm, a level of relaxation, as a goalkeeper. But then today, man, there was a big moment at the end of the game when you look at the penalty decision. Again, if it was against my team, I'm furious. I wouldn't have been able to see that. Okay, he hit the other guy that didn't really challenge for the ball. I would have said, nah, Stonewall penalty. I'm not having it. This, that, and the other. But when you do look at it, you can see that. But I can imagine through the right eyes of the rival, if I was a Wolves fan, I don't want to hear that. All I know is my guy's been fouled in the box. Make it right. And it is what it is. Man United come away with the luck today, and they're lucky. Man United are really lucky today. Another positive that I could probably look at today, the fact that we had Lindelof to come off the bench. We didn't look after each other today. Bad passes, and we get Lisandro in trouble early, and we had to make that change. It was a kind of smart tactical change from Ten Hag, if this is not an injury, but you see that the way they were running through the midfield, and there was a moment when Lisandro was almost caught out, and he almost had to let the player go, and it was left for the poor finishing and the decent defending of Man United. But we rode our luck. Man United rode their luck through most of that game. We wasn't good today, and there's so many players. Even though we won, I do have a lot of negatives, because even when we finished pre-season, I was looking at pre-season performance, and I'm thinking to myself, guys, we don't look ready. And I remember speaking to Flex, and I even told you guys, prepare yourself. This team looks like they're a couple weeks behind. Yeah, they're always trying to change a new team, and they didn't get that time of fluidity. The team, after halftime, the team would change, and we only played one. There was a time that in that Lens game, the game at home, where we really stuck to one squad. But I think the squad needs a lot longer. I get there's a lot of players that you're trying to play into form and play into rhythm, but then we need to focus on the main squad. And that's the thing that wasn't there, because these players, they were all strangers. It was strangers in midfield. I wouldn't believe that Mount, Bruno or Casemiro had played with each other. I get that Casemiro's going to be under a lot of pressure this season, because a lot of Man United fans are wondering, can he do it again? Is he too old? Or people are starting to ask questions. I still believe Casemiro's a great player, he's a really good player, but for it to work, there has to be synergy in the midfield, and that's something that's lost. You brought in Mount, and these players do not understand each other's games. It was three players doing their own thing. Bruno today was the worst I've ever seen Bruno. Now, he's wearing the captain's armband, and with the captain's armband becomes a lot of responsibility, I need to see more from you, and that's what I didn't see from Bruno today. I was really disappointed. Yes, he had that moment, but again, it can't be a moments type player. We're watching more football. We're becoming more smarter as football fans. And one thing that we do need for a number 10 is to look after the ball as a basis. Even if you play risky type football, you still have to look after it. So skying it and playing these mad quick passes and losing possession, just risking possession for the sake of nothing good, makes no sense to me. We have to, again, the team have to develop, the team have to push on, and I need to see more. And that's the honest truth. Again, Rashford is proving to me why, while he can do a job he can do a job in the centre forward position, but we know his best position is the left-hand side. As soon as he gets over to the left-hand side, it will be better for Man United. Again, I've been looking at Anthony. While he had little decent moments, he still isn't. You couldn't say he's the total answer to the right-hand side. And there's still question marks to be done, because you saw Sancho come in today and look at that performance. Really good performance. Again, he kind of shone in moments. You saw that he had a decent preseason, and he looked like someone that's ready to play and ready to start in the Man United side. And I think what he has done in this game, he's announced himself to say, hey, boss, the next game, it has to be me. I know you've been liking Garnacho, and Garnacho had a great season last season, but Garnacho is still looking like an impact player. Garnacho doesn't look like he's ready to start the games at the moment. So we need to get that right. That's one thing that we really have to look at this. Again, I hear people saying we need to go into the market. I'm hearing it. Man United's midfield is not good enough. It's not. Yes, we replaced Fred with Mason Mount. And Mason Mount, we have to give him time. A lot of people are saying, look, they're tired of Mason Mount. They're this, that, and the other. Spoke to Hayley, and she's like, I'm worried about him. I've seen him at Chelsea. I was never really overwhelmed. And I'm like, listen, while I didn't look at him too much at Chelsea, and I knew he was their player of the season, it hasn't worked just yet. But it needs 5-6 games. 7 games, and that's even me being harsh. He needs time to really, everyone needs to understand each other's games, each other's movement. But the one thing that we do need to do is look after the ball and just be a bit more wise and smarter. And I thought Mason Mount's performance today was a performance of someone trying really hard, trying to live up to expectation. And what he needs to do is just play his game. Play his game. He should be fine. Again, press high, win the ball back, and get us on our movement. And form that relationship with the Brunos, form that relationship with Casemiro. When to cover. That's the things that we really need to see. The way we're gonna know how good these guys can get is when we do have the focal point, because that's one thing that we're lacking. Again, Rashford's not going to be a back to goal, bring players in, play off him type striker. It's just not his game. He wants to run in behind. He wants to get the ball and run at defenders. Now, when he's wide left, it's okay. Gets the ball, jinks in. He can take a shot, little flip flap here and there. The Rashford special. Again, as a centre forward, you're just not getting it. I know Onana tried to play that ball to him a few times and stuff, and tried to catch teams out, but it just wasn't really truly effective. We need to see a lot more movement. Again, Man United incredibly predictable this season in terms of how they started and just how they started in this Wolves game. I feel that we're lucky to walk away with 3 points when I think we was probably gonna realistically get 1. Now, Facundo done his thing, but then it's not enough. There's still, again, a lot to be desired. I'm looking at Man United side and I'm thinking there's too much that needs to happen, but our next game is a big one. We're playing Spurs on the weekend, on Saturday. The guys have to show a big performance. Varane stepped up majorly. Varane showed some real moments of leadership when it was lost. Varane really picked up for the team, and he had that group huddle, and he spoke to the players and tried to just get them engaged. And now we saw, we got the fruits of his desire today. But again, Man United can't play like that ever again. We cannot see a performance that resembles that. We need to start showing these teams that we're ready. Again, Newcastle played well, Arsenal played well, all these teams, like the rivals, Man City played well. We need to be up there. Again, Chelsea played Liverpool. Yes, they dropped points, but that was a harder team. You expect to beat a team like Wolves, set up like that, and set up with players that don't really know each other. Ten Hag, if I'm you, take those boys back to Carrington. Tomorrow, it's double training. Single training ain't enough. I don't care if you come in for recovery. You man are not serious. You man are not ready, and we need to get ready. Anyway, listen, that's been me, man. You lot, don't forget to like and subscribe. Support the channel. A lot of content still coming for you tonight. Stay blessed, or tomorrow, whenever you watch this. Just make sure you watch everything. Big up yourselves. We still got the points though. That's the main part. Man United still got the 3 points. So even when you do it ugly, still get the win. We have to move. Hopefully the form will come. Big up. Till next time. I'm out. Peace.